Be the first game to showcase the fourth dimension. Thor will use the black character-coded peg. Werewolf will use black yellow. Silver Samurai will use yellow. Dr. Fate will use red. Katana will use red. Armband. Shadow King, have Dr. Fate use blue, and Shadow King pink. Pink for Marjonian. And rolling for initiative. Don't tell the tournaments that we're doing this. 7. That's now King Dino Rashogun Fate, possibly Ninja Ubertriad Nyocht. Oh dear. That's 8. They will be going first. Silver Samurai in hindering or obstructing terrain. That's what a feudal lord likes to be. Let's have Dr. Fate over here. Fate. Put Katana next to Dr. Fate. I can move Katana around. Katana's a walker. Dr. Fate can fly. Shadow King shall begin on the map, however, as an ubertriad Hur character, or ubertriad Nyocht. In the case of Team Feudal Lord Rashogun Fate, once again vaguely Rashogun, it was the Feudal Lord Fate Temple Rashogun Ubertriad Nyocht team. In any case, he can choose to move in the 4th dimension, which puts him in which means he doesn't have to put any pegs on the board. Now let's keep him in one of the closets, one of the little rooms. Put him here. Yes, put you here. And the zones. Now we're going to put the zone pegs. Samurai guy is in this zone. Also in this zone. It takes a true master of martial arts and numerous other skills involved in combat and maintaining ideological continuity, conquering clans of the Japanese Isles to take 3 zones that want to occupy that many zones. And Osakawa's getting serious. Dr. Fate, we put Dr. Fate, where's Dr. Fate and Katana? Dr. Fate is the blue one. He's in this zone. Covering a lot of zones. I'm surprised at the opposing team, only even though they consist of 2 characters. And Dr. Fate is in this zone. Will not end up being found here. Close that. Anything else? Katana. We're done with Katana. Katana. Is Katana that character from Justice League who was kicking several people with one kick and blocking several the likely litany of bullets that were fired concurrently from automatic weapons by more than one human, approximately 3 humans that were feet away from each other, likely a volley of metal projectiles being fired from lethal metal projectiles launching by carbon combustion from inside of this. It's an elegant weapon. It's an explosion in a pipe. Explosion in a pipe. Modern weapon systems. That's what Katana is capable of. and enervated the queen of the Amazons with a single blow, likely from a lead pipe, or unless you hit them with the broadside of a sword. To be perfectly succinct and frank, possibly brusque, this might be an interesting game. Let the games begin. First action will be to move Shadow King here into the 4th dimension. We will be leaving. It's not that one. Check the wrong zone. Isn't this one? Let's take that out. Put this in. I'm going to go in ubertriad nyocht, which is a direction in the 3rd dimension. You might have up, down, left, and right. And now you've got ubertriad nyocht and ubertriad hur. So he's now, well, he's still in this square on the map, but no peg so that no one can see it. And now what that allows this person to do, four-dimensional garbage. Now this can look here. Let's see something. Not as informative as I thought it would be. This does see something. I don't think any character. Freeze, courtesans. Yellow and black. That's not on this team. So we have one. This one around the center area. See, yellow, that's Silver Samurai, regular. Bloke. Another yellow, Silver Samurai. Prolific being. And blue, that's still this team. That's Dr. Fate. A bit helpful, not quite as helpful as this might have prognosticated or suspected might be for a being that can actually perceive in 4 dimensions. Shadow King took off from here. Gets an action token for all that ubertriad hurnocht. We're going to have Silver Samurai investigate around here. So let's have him move 4 of his 9. On the way there, he's already in this zone, but he's going to be able to see this one. No. Then he's going to go over here and see this. That was it. Team me. That's a yellow-black. We got one. What is that? Werewolf. That's a werewolf. Did not. At the beginning of his turn, we'll decide if he becomes a werewolf or not. This could charge him, though. Right now, he has first turn immunity. Won't charge you yet. So I'm gonna I know where you live. See if I can hide somewhere. Is there anywhere I can hide? I have 9 movement. I move 4. I'm going to move another 4 here. Maybe he won't see. Is there anywhere I can hide? Where else? No, I'm going to go back over here and maybe sneak up on him. I don't know if he'll still be there. So still in this zone. Still the one. That's Silver Samurai. The colloidal Silver Samurai. That's actually Silver Samurai. We're no longer in this zone. We can take this out. Put this in. Still in that zone. Check that one. Silver Samurai still. Only Silver Samurai. Now we're going to move on to Dr. Fate. There's 13 movement. Katana. There's Katana. Dr. Fate's only in there. Check here. Should be Dr. Fate again. It is only Dr. Fate. 13. That would be very good for checking the labyrinth, so let's have him do that. We could carry Katana with him, and then he would only have 11 movement. Might still be plenty, so let's carry Katana. We're going to start. He can already see these 6. Nobody in there. Nobody in there. Now we're going to move 2 here and check this. No. Okay, that's 2, 11. We have 9 more. You can also see these 2. Nobody's in there. We can now see this. And we can see this zone. Let's check it. No. So that was all of these. And these 2. So now we're going to move 4 more here. You can see all of these. You can also see these 2. One in there. See this one. Alright, let's have him move here. 2, 4, 6. 11. We've got 5 more. Here. 5 more. Move here, so he'd be in that square, and we can check that zone. No, not in there. One more movement, the 11. I thought that would be more. Go here. Check this zone. No. That's this square. Carried. Katana. Put Katana there. Katana may not make any moves because she has been carried. You take all your zone pegs. Ball there. Blade one there. Get on the good foot. is in this zone. Take that white peg out in case someone can see that zone. They can, or they'll be able to put Dr. Fate's zone peg in. Everyone will know. Only me. And Dr. Fate is in this zone as well. And that, one of their guys is in the 4th dimension. And that is all for Team Colloidal Silver Shrapnel Shard Metal Ingot Cell Nucleus Permeating Cellular Nucleus Havoc-Wreaking Cell Lysing Hydroxide Feudal Lord Power Fate Temple Vaguely Feudal Lord Implements of Domination Wielding Ancient Archetypal Structures of Authority and ubertriad nyocht Team Power. Shadow King disappeared into the 4th dimension and took an action for doing so. Occupies the equivalent of that square in the 4th dimension. Silver Samurai moved 4. We're here. Obstructing terrain does not hinder movement in this game. He's a samurai. And discovered, what's his face here? A werewolf. Then ran back.
おい、死んじゃったこりとない家業がないそまら。心痛苦の愛単車輪ぞ。本当に僕とやまよらもは新車リフシュが。
And he gets an action token.
もんたね。
Dr. Fate. Appreciates the breeze, then shoots the breeze, looks over here, carries a katana. Where are we going?
We're looking around for scoundrels. I send scoundrels. 4-dimensional scoundrels.
And the action token. I'm letting you know now, I'm attacking you. Hope you don't have super senses. You don't. 5. 17. That's exactly what this needs to hit Silver Samurai. Does he have super senses? He does not. I hit you for... And I have probability control. That's not okay. Yeah, he has leadership. Maybe there should have been the one next to, what's-his-face, some other character, but you're likely to bite it. 4. Now he's got super senses and stealth. Oh, we have a character with stealth now. Sure you're not a ninja? And that's we have 9 more. We're going to hypersonic away now. What the it was a drive-by destruction. It battered someone to oblivion. The 5th click of life in 1 turn. What on the earth, man? Now he's gone. Let's check. Let's see if anyone can see this guy. Check his zones. And I don't see any other guys here. It's just him. Let's check this one. You can see that one. Seems like one. Let's see. Only seems like only Silver Samurai there. You cannot see that one. Holy moly. That does not include these. Let's check these squares. Check those. This one. Oh, a piece of candy. Oh, a piece of starboard. Piece of radioactive decay. Oh, a piece of thermite. Oh, a piece of cupric oxide. Ooh, a piece of uranium. Ooh, a piece of Nylonol. What's Nylonol? A substance I just found right now. Nobody do anything to investigate or verify that in the slightest. If you do, I will deny it. I will deny you. I will stop you. I will find you. And I will have you disbarred, sir. You will be disbarred. I will have you disbarred. You will. Well, I'll have you dismayed and distraught in mere seconds. The frame of reference it will occur in will be so short, and the implicit effect so brusque, vehement, and overwhelming, you won't know what to do with yourself. I'll twiddle my thumbs. That's a fact. I should have seen that one coming. Really, why do I never see this coming? Okay, Silver Samurai doesn't see him. 1 can't see him. 2 can't see him. 3 of any of your friends can't see him. I don't know if any of them would see this. Let's check Katana's tandem peg here. Is there... That's, is there anyone else? No, that is just Fate's zone peg and Katana. That's Katana. Let's check this one. Only Fate's zone peg in there. So they are not having this. Katana could probably try and investigate herself, but then if she finds Odin or somebody, she might be vulnerable. Let's have Katana do that. But first, let's just say he has an action token, but he is in the 4th dimension. Not going to have him push, but I can have him look around. Can't see much of anything. Is that still that same guy? That seems like the same. If it is there, I don't think it should be there. Might have left Werewolf's character peg in the wrong slot. And I think that's King Thor right there at the top. I found you. And it's so easy. You're just right in that square right here. Oh, well, where's the werewolf? Is that really the werewolf? Is that King Thor also again? It's black. I think that's King Thor's character peg. No. I don't think it should be. If it is, we have a problem. That might be King Thor right there. I think that's a character peg. It's or it's a zone. Yeah, there's no zone peg right there. That's a character peg. That's King Thor. Let's have someone go over there and investigate. Now that ubertriad has been incorporated, now we know exactly where Thor is. He's over, his zone is there. He's over here somewhere. He's somewhere in those 4 squares, likely. You might be worthy, Katana. So Katana move here is now taking action. See all these. That's all of them. Let's see what we have in here. Alright, I moved here. That's 1. I have 7 more. 2. 5 more. And we can see all of these, actually. So, let's check them. I think we already checked that square, so we'll have to check it again. See all of these. Nope. Nope. And no. 5 more. So
more, 3 more. Let me check all of these. Nope. No again? It's magic! Oh, look at that! Ooh. My name is Poto. My name is Beefy. 3. Let's have a move. 3 more. That's 1, 2 more. Means I can check these 3. Nobody there. There's nobody in this labyrinth today. Put this person in that square. Means I can check this zone. Yeah. I should probably stay hidden from someone who's over here, because then King Thor will immediately hypersonic me. I already did the movement, so that's all the movement this has. I put Katana here then. That may have been a bad idea. Something else this can do is once per game, Silver Samurai can use phasing teleport as a free action. I have stealth. Maybe I could make an attack, pay Odin back now that I know where he is. Because Shadow King told me.
Silver Samurai, look to the northeast. You might find something interesting.
Is that so? He can move. Well, what is his speed now? 7? Can I maybe he has to be 7 away? He would have to be adjacent to this square. I don't know. If I make them, I can make the movement as a free action, but if he's not adjacent, from what Shadow King presumably would have said, from what I know about Shadow King, he seems like he's in one of these 4 squares somewhere around here. This is as far as this can get with 7 movement. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to use the once per game phasing teleport. Is there anything else? Maybe I should get Dr. Fate over here to prob this, even though it would push him. Yeah, I'd like some probability control. Fate has 13 movement. 13. Oh man, nobody's in hearing. 13. You can phasing teleport. You get 9 over here. Then I can definitely see Odin. And I can conceal Katana. I'll move over here. Let's have him go over here. 8 movement. That means I can see this zone. Who's in that zone? Fate now. Not in that zone anymore either. He is, however, now in this zone. There's Odin. I suspect there's Odin, and yes, that's Odin. I'm gonna put this in there with him. So when he takes out his pegs, what will he find? There's another guy in there. Yeah, that's what I remembered. Gonna put that in there. Nobody needs to know. No one ever needs to know. Keep that in there. So we know Odin's in there. I'm guessing that he's... I can't open... Well, now that he's here, I can see all of this. I'm guessing he's in one of these somewhere around here. So I'm going to start open. He was exactly where this thought he was. Alright, so I can make the attack with Silver Samurai. I see you now, Odin. Where's the werewolf? Is the werewolf... I don't know if the werewolf is... Let's check that whole zone to make sure the werewolf isn't also in there. This is only 1 peg per team. Check that one already. The Zhendo Fate Temple, not Ram Gods, conjuring master of causality. I bet Sisyphus takes aneurysm and philosophical, poetic, prophetic influence of psychological ethergy, etymology from Dr. Fate. This guy. Etymology don't need no drawings.
Where's that bloody werewolf? And that is all of them. Good grief. Go on, go monkey. Go monkey, go. Dun 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 dun. Don't need to walk around in circles. Right. Right, I would like Silver Samurai to do his once per game phasing teleport. Go over here. Go right next to what's his face, and in range of the probability control. Doesn't do that, so he's gonna phasing teleport. My ancient Shindino Shogun shotgun wielding Ora Shogun shotgun warden from the one way to the watchtower. There's got to be some kind of way out of here. Take a missile to the hill. Yeah. Mass confusion. There's no way to reveal. To one sort of seek. The quest for meaning is just a means of trying to get high up the power of the mind. Does anybody know how to do it reliably? Because cocaine just ain't doing it for me. What am I gonna do with myself? What? And now, so we already have a guy from that team in here, so we won't put another one in there. But now we got Silver Samurai. Let's see if we can pay Odin back. Yes, revenge.
Psst! Over there. Shh, shh. Meanwhile, in the labyrinth,
Katana went on a jaunty labyrinth traipse. Right. Take that action token. And then Shadow King inexplicably found Odin up here. Became aware Odin was there. Where's the token? Odin was there. Then we had... Oh, snap, there's an object right next to Odin. Oh, that could turn out very badly. Then we had this guy over here. And he took... So he's pushing to do that so he could get prob. Oh, if he's pushing, I don't know if he can still get... If he still has probability on that click. He does! And he also has penetrating psychic blast, which may not work if after this guy attacks him, and he doesn't have willpower. His toughness, he has a special defense power. Combat reflexes and toughness. I'm pushing to use the phasing teleport. Oh, this already used that. That means he took that damage. He's now It's a free action, so he does not push to do it. This is what he's pushing to do. He's going to announcing an attack on Odin. And I get. Oh, he also has probability control. This might be a problem. Try and get hit a 19 with a 10. Got 2 chances, but so does he. That's a 6. That hits 16. That misses. Probability control that. That's even worse. That's a 4. That missed twice, and now we pushed to do that. But at least I've based you. You're not going anywhere. You're not the juggernaut. You're not just going to walk away. I might even get stealth, even though I'm in your face. I might even get stealth. That's I think everything everyone could do. Shadow King's the only one who didn't make a move this turn. We're taking away his action token. He's technically not on the map. So you were based with Silver Samurai. What? And I don't have to, so you can't, I don't have to tell you where he is, but just know you're next to him. So you can't hypersonic without rolling breakaway. Fine, I'll roll breakaway. I'll probably get it. I got it. Ha ha. Take that, Silver Samurai. Gridona. Now I'm going to attack you. He still has that one, and he's got another one coming. I'm a god. 3 and 9, River of the Nile, Bollocks and Haberdashery. That is 9. That hits for 21. It's a 21. And let's see what he's got. He's got probability control. We're going to probability control that. He got the same roll again. He has energy shield deflection. Now he has movement attack, but it's too late. It's too late. He's just taken, it's what, 2 damage with that thing? Oh, it's 3. No, the heavy, ultra heavy is 3. That's 2 damage in addition to the damage he already has, and he has 6 damage. That's 8 damage. He has, oh, he can use toughness. He can use probability control and give people +1. So that's 8 damage without mitigation. He's probably gone. 6 is what it took to get him after he took 1 pushing. And it was not Pulse Wave. Let's see. After the action resolves, he's going to take Mystic's damage for attacking the mystical man. I'm going to make an attack as a free action. Regular attack. Oh, that was 5. Now I moved an additional 3. That's 9. 3, 8. That's 8. I could move another 4. I could have moved another 4 if this chose to be here. Next to you. I'm attacking you. That's 6. Does it hit? 12 and 6 is 18. You probably don't have 18. You have 17. I hit you, and that's for 6 damage. You have toughness. You take 5. Still might be enough. You have 6 clicks of life. Precisely. So you actually survived that. And she has a power that activates when she attacks the highest point character on the team. I have an action token. If I push, I'll die, but knowing Odin, knowing that he can eliminate tokens at the beginning of his turn, he'll probably get the next roll and then just pulverize me. Then he'd have to waste a turn, or then he could hypersonic off. He could begin the hypersonic here. Not sure if it's... Oh, now he takes a click of Mystic's damage. So that's the first damage that he'll take. That Mystic's damage would have come right before the free attack. So still same attack, but 1 less damage. So you would have instead taken 4. It's toughness at 6 damage. That gave you 5 damage. Now you have 5 damage. 4. Alright, now I could afford to push once without killing itself, and maybe it will. Though the exploit weakness may not help. If somebody can get you 1 damage, you'll get on a click. This suspects where you have impervious, then Katana can do more damage with that exploit weakness. Silver Samurai's nearby. This is not certain if he's nearby enough. Strategizing for the opposing team whilst Odin's turn is still occurring. Turn the board around. So you remove your... Oh, wait, but now we know that you're... Oh, you shouldn't be in this zone either. Let's take both of those out. Should have done that. Right. So now, gone. I suspect he was also in here. Yes, he was. That's all. Blue Moon still has stealth. This turn is not over. So Silver Samurai, turn the board around. The stealth roll is rolled by the players that have stealth, 1 for each character that has stealth at the beginning of the turn. Rolling for Silver Samurai's stealth. He could use it. He does not get it. He is returning to the board. This is where Silver Samurai is. And he is in this zone. See anyone while we're looking in there. Only Silver Samurai is in there. Figured. We know that he attacked Katana. Let's check where Katana can see. Or can Silver Samurai see here? See Katana. Silver Samurai can see this square. So can Katana. Let's check it. Katana can see this whole zone. Let's check that zone. Only Katana. But no, so Katana can see these 3 squares. Check it. That's Odin. And so these 2 would be blocked since you found someone here, the one that is further away from these squares in this board on the linear area occupation precedent. Then the others that are further from that square that's further from this square on the pawn that is separated by not another square from this square with the linear volume area occupation precedent would not be visible. These 2, we don't check those, at least not yet. Silver Samurai's pushed. This is King Thor. He's based with Katana. Katana is wounded by King Thor. She can take an action. She can push. Fortunately, Dr. Fate's legacy lives on. The Mystics gave King Thor 1 damage, which resulted in King Thor dealing 4 after damage reduction from the toughness power. A ball lightning suspended away from nearby objects and forces by obscure power dented at the eye. Fractal spark PK placeholder superconducting arc lightning channel macro quantum refined scale ball. It's brother from another mother. No, shut your mouth. Use a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Let's have Shadow King fly up here. Test of the 4th dimension. I can occupy any square on the map now. I ignore all terrain. All terrain vehicle. No one in there. Now we're going to check this zone. No one in there. And that zone. No one in here. There's no one in here, though. This suspects there might actually be someone here. Let's check that. No, he's not in that zone. He's in another zone entirely. And set phasers to jiggy. Set phasers to skirmish. Set phasers to scrambled eggs, brains. Ex Benedict. Can I have my brains ex Benedict? What on earth? They're still making jokes about that? Something that occurred during the Revolutionary War? Imperial incursion? And we'll also see this. You can see everything. No terrain is beyond my vision now. I am in places you cannot comprehend. No one. No one in there. Now we're going to check this zone. No one in there. And that zone. No one in here. This one. There's no one in here, though. This suspects there might actually be someone here. Let's check that. No, he's not in that zone. He's in another zone entirely. And set phasers to jiggy. Set phasers to skirmish. Set phasers to scrambled eggs, brains. Ex Benedict. Can I have my brains ex Benedict? What on earth? They're still making jokes about that? Something that occurred during the Revolutionary War? Imperial incursion? And we'll also see this. You can see everything. No terrain is beyond my vision now. I am in places you cannot comprehend. No one. Not in there. No one in there. This. No one in there. That. Check every zone on the board. Really check every zone on the board if this so chose. I don't really do that. I just look into the fourth dimension. We have a yellow, that's Silver Samurai, that's Katana. I think I see yellow, and team yellow, that's the character yellow, black, that's werewolf over here. Should have did this first. Silver Samurai, Dr. Fate is gone. I can see clearly now, Dr. Fate is gone. No Odin. Maybe, yeah. It's not in the zone. Let's check this. He might be over here. Let's check that zone. That's the Team Yellow Black. Werewolf is in there. He's somewhere in this zone. Seem to be about in the middle, so let's check around here. Oh, there he is. First try. Could be someone else in there. I think we know there are only 2 characters. It's out of practice. Check them all. For demonstrative purposes. We checked that zone already. It was only the Silver Samurai. Frisky's Brisbane Cotillion, we see you. Duck! It's become a gazebo. And this square is not a square on the map. It's the only square that is only the master square. What's this? That is a zone marker that this can see, but I suspected it couldn't for a moment. Not used to the ubertriad. Poor. No one in that row of this zone. One in this row of this zone. One in that row of this zone. That row of this zone. That's the zone. Peg, we're not investigating that right now. That's not what this discussion. That is not the topic of this particular discourse. Apostatize your train of reasoning. Will bring only mayhem and discord. That's redundant. Don't forget redundant. Only werewolf there. That zone. Those 3. One. These 3. Those 3. Shadow King can use mind control as without taking damage with a range of 10. If he's in this square, he can hit someone from here. He can almost hit King Thor. He can definitely hit Werewolf as a result of being in the 4th dimension. Ubertriad nyocht range falls on Fauntleroy. Silver Samurai has to clear. Katana is going to make a close combat attack on Odin. Lost exploit weakness. This might be able to use precision strike. Let's use precision strike. Then at least the damage can't be reduced below 1, though Katana has 2 damage, and thus that may not be so useful. Shadow King took a move action, then found Werewolf by Night here. Dr. Fate is gone and has left this precedent or victual shape of subatomic particles, buons, and 8-dimensional spread patterns. Katana has an attack power that allows Katana to use precision strike and steal energy. We're using that on the All-Father. Stealing your energy. Perhaps I don't have to take so much pushing damage after all. Or any pushing damage, if this hits, which may be very unlikely. Katana is attacking. I get +1 to my attack roll, so that's 10 on your 18 or 19 now. I got 8 with doubles. This might deal knockback once again. You have once again managed to exceed my expectations for kicking powerful opponents, a stereotypically powerful opponents that this would not expect you to get the best of so quickly with such alacrity and acumen and grace. So that's 18. +1, 10, +8 hits 18. That got Odin. He has probability control. Odin is going to prob that. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do that? It'd be funny. That was a wonderful roll, and I have to do it again. Even better. Now the roll is 11. That's not doubles. It's higher. And prophetically, or on a psychological level, in the way that one would use penetrating psychic blast or exploit weakness when someone does not have the power that eliminates or results in you gaining the advantage by evoking or using them. It is through pulling Spremnamen through hidden dimensions of the mortal world on your opponent. I'm about to Spremnam all over you. I'm going to use Steal Energy. I'm going to deal you 2 damage, which is going to deal the All-Father. You have Invincible that ignores half of the damage, so you get 1 damage. And now you're on a click with... you're taking damage. I like it. That's good to take damage. This is Katana. Katana takes damage. Unless you're on the last click, that shouldn't... Nope, you had 1 more click to go, and now you heal and steal energy. You're back on the click that you were on. The palpable psychological artifacts that I have retained inside my being fuel my combat. Silver Samurai no longer has stealth and clears. Somebody remove that light bulb from the field. Outwit your attack power to steal energy. No more stealing energy for you. And I'm gonna do this. At the beginning of the turn, at the turn of the tide, the Dust Bowl Copta Verdes Costa Verde, don't call me Sandy Cheeks for nothing, riding, taking refuge and resting, taking flight upon the wings of the wind. We're going to roll for the Silver Samurai's stealth. Roll. Silver Samurai gets it. Silver Samurai stealth, this has decided, will succeed on a 5 or 6. Silver Samurai will now be removed from the board. Silver Samurai has stealth. No longer needs to be on the field. Checking this zone while we're remote. And that's the werewolf in there. We no longer have to be there. He's going to wonder, where did Silver Samurai... Oh, the other player would presumably know that you successfully rolled stealth. And might suspect that you are in a very similar position, though now Silver Samurai has an action available. The werewolf is in this zone. Let's check that zone. Let's first have... The macro quantum, the ball lightning suspended away from nearby objects and forces by obscured power, tentative, fractal spark, PK placeholder, superconducting arc lightning channel, macro quantum, refined scale bollocks. That is werewolf once again. The werewolf. I think he's got a zone peg down there that he should not. But you're looking for King Thor. That's King Thor. Is he still? That might be King Thor there. A white peg. I don't know what Shadow King could see being in this square in the fourth ubertriad nyocht. Guess we could confirm affronting or seeing from a different perspective the zone peg for the werewolf. Where exactly is the werewolf? Oh, is that the werewolf there? Let's see if he's to check this whole zone anyhow. Oh, that shitty anyhow. That's the zone peg. We check that. We know there's a werewolf. Werewolf checking on probably somewhere in this row of this zone, this column. There he is. Pull him out. There you are, werewolf. What? Oh, he's one away. He's ready to do something. As soon as he turns into a werewolf, or assuming he's not already, you're going to be in trouble. Or actually, he can't see, so that will make it more difficult. He would have to guess which square and attack a square in order, or wait till this person makes an attack, then you reveal yourself in the case of stealth. May not have to. Since Shadow King is here, I could mind control the werewolf. Does he have battle fury? Because if he does, I can't mind control him. Fortunately, this suspects that when he's not on click 11, he doesn't have battle fury. Makes him mind controllable. Where is the Silver Samurai? Supposed to be one away. Oh, he's stealthed. Little witch square. He's against the wall here. Where's it good? Maybe this one. checked that zone. The Mule, Bermuda Grass, and the Glocken. Let's have Shadow King with his range of 10. He's 6 away. He might not actually even... He has 5 range, this suspects, without the special mind control. He can have 10 range now. He could mind control Odin if he preferred. Maybe he should do that. Now he's going to have... what would he do? He could have Odin kill the werewolf. But Odin would be harder to hit with mind control. It's more, it suspects that it would fail to hit Odin, though it could target Odin, Thor, King Slayer Thor. It will try the werewolf and then get the werewolf to attack Odin. And use his mind control gives you 2 free actions, as one of them is a move action. Can get werewolf to move over there with his 6 movement. He is 6 away. He can move 6 and be adjacent to the new All-Father. And then we'll have him attack. Let's check. Check this zone. Katana can see this zone. Only Katana in there. Roll linear area precedent, and there's Thor. We have Shadow King here, who has a range of 5, which werewolf here is just outside of. His special mind control gives him 10 range, which allows them, and from ubertriad nyocht, we ignored all terrain for line of sight purposes. This could target Odin from here, though I'm not certain if that would work. If it does work, we could we could have Katana attack Odin, and then move Odin away from Katana, protecting Katana from the wrath of Odin. Maybe put him in a position where he's not going to outwit that special steel energy power this prefers. Then have him attack his werewolf and get rid of that werewolf. Then have Silver Samurai attack Odin. Defensive power. What is werewolf's defense? He has shape change from that attack and super senses. That actually does make him reasonably difficult to mind control, to target with any kind of attack. How do you mind control? He's going to super senses evade an attack from the 4th dimension. How? It's a curse from Zeus, the lycanthropy. Let's try and attack Odin. Let's get Odin with mind control. We found werewolf there at the beginning of the turn. No one else was in that zone. Then we found Odin there. We don't know. Silver Samurai. We got his Odin. And we're going to announce now an attack against Odin. Mind control, which deals no damage, though may still yet be devastating. 11 on your 18. And he has probability control, though this suspects we're beyond Odin's range for probability control, and he can't see into the 4th dimension anyhow, so you can't thwart my probability control even if this was within Thor's range, which is 8. I see a 6, like the 6th. 6 is usually the A6, usually meaning success. That's 9 in total. That hits a 20, which means this Odin is mine. Odin can't prob it. I'm in the 4th dimension. I'm a sneaky ball lightning suspended away from nearby objects and forces by obscure power to enter at the eye, fractal spark, PK placeholder, superconducting, arc lightning, macro quantum refined skill, Karstag, phantom, monster, and the phantom of the astral plane over here. Look at me. Alright. Your might is mine. This is the point where you say, now I control your character, and I'm now going to make a move with Thor. Now I can move the black peg. I get to move that. We don't want to attack. Katana now is a friendly character, and I now do not have to break away. I hit Odin? And my Shadow King does not take damage from mind control. Typically, mind control deals damage for every 150 points of a character's point cost total. Point Pentecostal total. point pessimistic, point or pointillism, Pentecostal, total, magnetoidal dimensions. Which part of the multons are the magnetoidal, hydrophilic, phobic dimensions? The magnetic, magnetoidal dimensions.
The Wayne will have your answer and answer it to the maximum optimal correctitude.
We can make a one power action, which he can use hypersonic, or can he? He has some kind of movement attack. He has a running shot now with 11 range. I can running shot on the werewolf. Let's get him in range of Silver Samurai. If I could do that all in one move. Ordinarily, characters that are mind-controlled would take 1 damage per 150 points of the character. Thor is 369 points mind control. So have a move here. We had a move. Take a move action for 6. Outwit super senses. Then had a move. Then now we're running, shotting. Oh, we could have pulse waved him. This suspects with a range of 8. That would have. I'm not sure he could be far enough away from the werewolf without attacking any of the other characters, any of the friendly characters. Pulse wave attacks friendly characters also. Shape change. 4. Has a proclivity for saying that was close to 5, though this is not. However, uncertain if the die rolls increase incrementally in a way that parallels the numeral order of descent or ascension. Standard neurological precedent. Their die rolls are illustrious for being arbitrary or emulating arbitrary results. Now we can attack. 4 and 6. That's 10. That hits a 21. That will likely end werewolf with 5 damage. No super senses. 3 is what it takes. Werewolf is down. Odin becomes unfriendly now. Silver Samurai. Odin is now based with Silver Samurai. Silver Samurai is still stealthed. If I attack Odin, then I will reveal my position, the position of Silver Samurai to Odin. Attacking Odin, making an action to attack Odin. This will put Silver Samurai, this will result in the stealth being abated. Yeah. That's a critical miss. Silver Samurai. No probability control. No! And he pushed, and he that was a critical miss. We only had 1 damage before he was dead, so that kills Silver Samurai.
潰し物を行く年もしゃくりくでいてもだきますよ。
No more fake Japanese for you. Shadow King takes a click of damage for the mind control and now has Perplex. Shadow King will... Perplex has a minimum range of 6, and Shadow King has a range of 5 when not using that mind control. He's going to Perplex down King Thor's attack, as he has running shot, even if this took his range down, it would not prevent him from making attacks. We want to make it harder for him to hit things. Remove his attack. Silver Samurai passed away in action. KIA on his B. Katana will make a move to sidestep somewhere. We'll move 2 here. Maybe get a little closer. Took out his own werewolf. We'll let their team take their dead. Put that guy back in there. And now Thor becomes hostile again. Werewolf will take that out during their turn. Silver Samurai loses stealth. Now returns. Loses stealth, then dies, or enervated to the point of losing combat effectiveness and is eliminated from the game. We'll remove his body from the field. Now it is only their team in this zone. That zone. Close that. And Shadow King here. Katana made that move. That is the end of Team Colloidal Silver Metal Ingot Angle Saxon Ingot Metal Shrapnel Shard Resin Cellular Membrane Permeating Nucleus Havoc Wreaking. It's an Orange Julius. Sangria Sunrise. Cell Lysing Hydroxide Oxide Temple of Fate. Vaguely feudal lord implements of domination wielding ancient, modern, tangential, ancient archetypal structures of authority, ball lightning suspended away from nearby objects and powers by obscure powers, density, fractal spark, PK placeholder, superconducting arc lightning channel, macro quantum refined scale. For the ubertriad nyocht phantom power team, the board is turned around and informed that your werewolf has been defeated, or during the course of the attack, when the attack is completed, they would know and take their pegs off of the map. Regular attacking you. Hope you're ready for the planopy I keep in my armoire. Repertoire squash slot! That's a 3. I'd be surprised if that hit something. 11 plus 3 is 14. She has 16 defense. Odin missed! Odin missed Katana! Now for the team Sans Colloidal Silver Metal Shrapnel Shard Ingot Angle Saxon Rivet Resin Silver Samurai Dino Shogun Rashogun Protecting Vaguely Samurai Feudal Lord Ninja Highly Trenchant Implement of Domination Wielding Ancient Archetypal Structures of Authority Sans Temples of Fate, yet still the extant ball lightning suspended away from nearby objects and forces by obscure power, density, fractal spark, PK placeholder, superconducting arc lightning channel, macro quantum refined scale. Bollocks ubertriad nyocht power team's turn. And yeah, you better not. And we got someone attempted to attack us. We're gonna check our zones to see what we can see. We can see all of these. That wasn't there. One's in there. Okay. These. This is decided that characters do not block line of sight for awareness purposes. Oh, now there's awareness. Typically there's line of sight for attack purposes, and that was it, because of course you're aware. But now there's the option. You have the option to be blissfully unaware, or utilitarianly unaware. Whether it's blissful is really up to you. Or is it? Dun, dun, dun! Check that. Now Katana can see all this. And on the angle here, not that one. There. No. Dagobah. When Max says Dago word, is he referring to Dagobah? There you are. Oh, good night. This would be informed that he's flying. So, or would you? Suppose when you're making the attack, you're going to say, I'm making this attack in the air, to inform the players not to bother trying to base you because you're in the air. Shadow King is still here and is pushed. Can still, if you're 6 or less away, this can target you. With Perplex, you are 7 away. This cannot. Shadow King is in this square. cannot target you with perplex anymore. And this reduced Thor's attack, neglecting that during the attack, so he had 10 attack and 3. That would have been 13, even lower. Even less. It is still Gondel's nonetheless. We have only waste highfalutin containers with crushed psychoactive marine battery neurogenic compounds. He took my sidestep. Cannot sidestep. Even when Shadow King becomes able to move, this can't base him because then it will fall out of the air. Shadow King will clear, and that will be the end of this turn. We found this one flying 6 high out of our range. And Shadow King cleared. He could perplex himself. Thor cannot attack him from there. If a deity were to use Pulse Wave, that would attack people in other dimensions as well. I crush people's skulls in other dimensions as well. At this point, this would ask are there any other of your characters in stealth or in another dimension that are within 4 squares of the character who is now flying 4 off the ground. If necessary, the other player will request that the board be turned around, and they can inspect their guys. Okay, so he found me there. Are you within 4 squares of Thor? No. Turn the board back around, recommence. This is the only character within 4 squares of Thor, and Thor is now commencing to attack. Found Katana where you'd expect. Flew 2 down, and now we're pulse waving. That's better. A 7. 7 plus 11. No longer perplexed down by the Shadow King. Equals 18. That hits your 16 for 5 damage. No defenses. That ends Katana. Ends her vaguely implement of domination wielding feudal lordship like trenchant samurai skill powers. All hail the Bollocks. Katana is down. Let's remove Katana. Katana's not in any zones. Katana, we barely knew ye. Now Shadow King is our only remaining character. This decides now or establishes that characters who are capable of traveling ubertriad Hur or ubertriad Nyocht, who are capable of mind control, can choose, in the case that battle becomes untenable on the physical plane, or what represents the physical plane, occupying a space on the board where the opposing character can see you, that you can use mind control or outwit or perplex to target a character, and then we play the venerable HeroClix game, Guess That Square, and score victory points each turn. When you miss, your opponent scores victory points. When you successfully hit them, you score successful victory points. And the first one to acquire the opponent's victory points, all of the opponent's victory, or the remaining victory points, is the winner. King Thor might only have to do that once. If King Thor can evade the attack once or not be hit by it, he will win this game. If Shadow King can successfully target and hit King Thor with either an attack or target him without wit and then guess the square to successfully target, incipient to the point and not long from it being ancillary, whilst it as a result from which it is ancillary to combat being untenable or the decision to elicit the venerable HeroClix game Guess That Square, Shadow King will win this game. Let's take a look in the 4th dimension. That's King Thor's peg. King Thor's zone peg. This is guessing that white one is his character peg. That should be the only character on the map. Listen, for the zone peg would not be in this square. Check that zone peg. Pull it out. Rip the knob off. He's the only one in there. Let's check it. Check it. Nobody better dare move. I will take this whole labyrinth down. Your edifice will crumble. I will carve a swath of destruction through and cut asunder your illusions and elicit the metaphorical edifice representing a specific subtext of social psycho-intellectual illicit television and intellectual capital to set off the upheaval and revolution up in this mother. I'm going to catalyze a revolution. Drop tranquil up in this mother. Beep. That's right. That's right. The duel. Go for the duel. Membranous. We got this membranous, ductile, sinewy, ovine, continental buttocks, trumpet. The color of brass. They say Jesuit's feet are the color of brass, which is more of a metallic color. It was said that that must mean that he was like derived of ignominious or African origin, the specific sort derided by the Anglo-European culture. Brass is metallic. And he says hair like wool. If lambs generally have white hair, not black, or unless lambs then were different, it could be modern domestic lambs may have different hair pigment melanin levels than ancient lambs. And knowing the nature of knowing how the domestication of animals can affect their pigment, often, let's say, crickets that are domesticated or raised on a farm or bred on a farm or bred for a pet store turn brown. They're brownish, but the ones in the wild are black because it is necessary for them to be darker for the purposes of disguising their presence, protecting them from observation by predators that result in their imminent death and consumption. The consumption of them. They will be devoured. They will be the repast. It will be the reoccurring repast of a consecutive litany of prospective predators. I was looking for a cricket, but I'm not sure kind of which sort of cricket to eat. Maybe a black one? No, not the black ones. Why not? Just they might be dirty. Oh, maybe that's the origin of racism. It's dirty food. It's anything dark. We can't eat it. So the foundation of all the political revolutions and prejudices, exploitation, wars was really just that. At some point, some creature said, "That looks dirty. I'm not going to eat that." Selection of food determined whether or not you would end up in prison. If the people in prison could hear this, they'd be outraged. The specifics. The illiteracy. Oh my gosh. I was beaten to my very first pulp. Is the guy from Oahu Joe's the same guy from Wonderschosen? Suspicious. This hasn't seen it. This saw an advertisement. This wonders. What unholy and volatile reality entertainment information hath they unspurned? Unspurned. I was going to say unleashed. No. Spurned. Unspurned, sprecheth versprechen sie deutschen Lust und Frauen their loins. Spreen. My spleen, I think I have sepsis now. How dare you, sir? I will not be played a fool. You will not use your property on me. I demand continuity of the ideological variety. Tribalism be thy guide. Victory, thy name is Conehead. Yea, and welcome to the danger zone. Welcome to the danger zone. Welcome to the ubertriad not zone. Welcome to the danger zone. Welcome to your life over. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Welcome to the Terror Dome. We're in this square. We have available actions, and we're going to attempt to mind control King Thor. Misosario. So we find Thor, And we should know that he's flying 4 from that, at the point at which he decided to fly. He would have announced, when you start flying, announce that you're flying. For now, that will have to suffice. But now we attempt with the range of 10. Thor is 7 away. I try and hit him. We might have reduced attack 10 on his 18. We have Perplex. He's out of range for Shadow King's Perplex, but King Thor is outside of Shadow King's range of Perplex, though Shadow King can use Perplex on himself. Let's Perplex up that attack up. Yes.
Good. Good.
I've got 7. 7, that hits 18. We got him. King Thor no longer has probability control, and if King Thor does have probability control, King Thor cannot probability control people from attacking him from ubertriad Hur or ubertriad Nyocht unless he has the deity keyword and enhanced vision so that he can see. Or he's Odin. This would give that power to Odin with his all-seeing eye, but King Thor is not Odin. For now, this says he shall not prob it. If he has prob, and he doesn't. Mind control. Now we play the venerable game. We've announced that we've successfully hit King Thor.
Now we play our favorite game. Guess that square. Trying to do Jack McGee again.
Hulk isn't here.
I'm a stand-in for the Thor inspectors. A group of Irishmen that run around and track Nordic...
Maybe that's not... This shall not use that. Does not have the cockroach wing pronotum momentum psychic momentous momentum required. Thor will conceal Thor, or should we leave this open? Conceal our characters if that is required, though attacking from ubertriad Hur or ubertriad Nyocht, there will be no zone pegs or character pegs for you to need to conceal that character. Incipient in which be such an attack. It's mind control. Let's conceal him. You would conceal that character. Turn the board around. That's what it would be like if Osby Crosby Osborne were to co-host this bollocks here.
He calls it bollocks. I'm gonna pick a square. And, I'm not sure which one it is. Sharon!
What is it now, Ozzy?
Stop calling me that. I forgot which square I put.
Just pick all of them.
I'm not going to pick all of them. There's so many. Then ironic, I was the ultimate Prince of Darkness, and I was relegated to picking squares on a HeroClix map. Bloody paramedic. I'll choose this one. He's not in there. He's not. All right. Close that one.
Oh, he only needed one because he took out all the rest of the team. He just needed Shadow King's victory points, and Shadow King is less than 150 points.
Oh, whatever it is you win or not, it's sequestered here in this den of insanity. I just want to go home. There's the exit in here, and you brought my wife here. It's really. I find this a very disturbing breach of privacy. You just kidnap people here. Sharon!
Oh dear. How did you get here? I didn't summon you here.
Well, somebody did. The people don't just teleport out of the ether and nowhere. Somebody's got to be doing it.
Thor is the winner by victory points and ubertriad Nyocht power.
Oh, praise the good, hallelujah.